It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. For the right to return here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56, we are underway in L.A. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throw left side to start things out. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Little double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's so caught. The 6. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
34 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Falcons nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Atlanta.
On first down, it's Gurley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They go play action with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked it up on Mark Hughes. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
43-yard line. Brings up
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. A lot of week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The first quarter.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he knocked it all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Try to punch it in with Smith. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Johnson was the intended receiver. Third down here.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll set up a throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's the option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 7-yard line.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meeting.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
intercepted.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Deion
Up
Jones.
from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. These guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Score, Falcons.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
takes this about 5 yards deep.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and inches.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the gun, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 7 at the 34-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gurley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This one caught by Ridley. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, this is Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 6. Now it's Carson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, they run with Gurley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Formation for the Falcons.
And here's Hoff-Richter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. As he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
At the 39-yard line.
This is Carson. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A gain of a yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run it with Carson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Vikings 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking deep for Julio. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
That's a game.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Vikings.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because college football, the clock stops and you get your 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. And he's got some space here. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Well, they got the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
12 yards on the play.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation
Play-action throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. The interception.